Friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rena. If you're new here, then welcome. I just have to show you my Christmas Friends shirt. It's that time of the year. I pull out all of my Christmas stuff and getting ready for wrapping up the end of 2024. Get ready for 2025. We are talking about plan to pan 2025 / 25 product to be pan in the year of 2025 makeup wise. I have a basket full of product that I've selected a couple months ago and kind of rolling in and out. If you watch my 2024 makeup project pan, you would know I have different categories in terms of things I want to finish, things I've used go, I want to heat pan, etc. So I have those this year as well. And if you like this type of handy video, don't forget to give this video a like, consider subscribe, because obviously I have to check back in with you guys and see how I go. I'm hoping I can do a rolling project pan style this year, but I haven't fully decided on that, so we'll see how we go. But today is the intro, so let me show you everything that I've thrown in to work on it for the year of 2025. Without further ado, let's just dive straight in. For products to finish, I have put 6 products in here. Starting with my primer, I have decided to put in the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless Primer. This is a 10ml size, along with my Guerlain Perfecting Pearls Primer. I did finish the pore minimizing primer for last year, and it was a 10ml size as well, so I think I can truly finish this, no problem. The other primer that I didn't finish, but I just put in a very expensive one this year, so I can really prop myself to go ahead and do it, because you know, the money always makes a nice motivation for me to go ahead. I also put in a Maybelline Color Joy Intense Lip Paint 05 Stripped Down. This is a very old lip color. I had it for a long time. My goal is to use as much as possible. Obviously, if I can finish, that would be great. If not, it will be self-destructive, so it will get out of my collection by the end of the year, just to love it a little bit more this year. I do also put in a foundation to finish. I mean, who am I? Probably because I did finish a foundation last year, but this is a much harder task. This is the Lancome Tinted foundation stick. Everything is rubbed off, and the other thing with this foundation is you can tell I haven't used a lot, but I'm having trouble twisting it out. Like, I can fully twist it out. If I can fully twist it out, like, there's a little bit more than that, and it's just getting really hard. I can twist it fully open if I try to, but you can see this is why I wanted just to finish it. Wish me all the best luck out of this particular foundation, but I have determined that I want to do it. For my mascara, I always put as a goal to finish, so it's usually if I finish before the end of the year, then obviously it's really good. If I haven't, by any weird chance, like my raw mascara last year, I will just get rid of it by the end of the year, which is a Revlon volumizing mascara, as well as an Essence I Love Extreme Crazy Volume Brown mascara. So I've got a black, got a brown. This is a limited edition packaging, but the mascara is just the same. Moving on for usage goals, I've got 16 products. Last year I had heat pan goals for some, but it didn't turn out really well. So instead of me trying to heat pan on the things I know I won't even heat pan, I might just do the 30 times usage goal, because that worked well last year. So I'll keep the 30 as the number of usage. For another base product, I put in the Bajura's Healthy Mix BB Cream. Last year I had the same line, concealer, still working on it. I'm pre-filming this in case you don't know, so we're December 2024 now. You can tell I've tried to use it up. I have used usage goal for 30 times, and if I found I didn't like it in between or afterwards, then it will be out of my collection, so I'll not self-destruct by the end of the year. And primer wise, well, this is like a primer concealer all-in-one. This is the Maybelline Perfector 4-in-1 Glow. So it says can be used as primer, concealer, base, tinted moisturizer, highlight. Well, because the multi-purpose usually leave me with nowhere to actually use it, because I don't even think about it. So I'm gonna set a goal for 30 times, and then I can figure out my best way of categorize this, but I'm thinking it's more like a primer steps or a mixture with foundation is what I'm having in my mind right now. Another foundation that I want to use 30 times, which is my Australia's Fresh and Flawless. I've reviewed this one many years ago. This is their old packaging. They've already updated new packaging. I believe it's the same formula. I really do like this if you really enjoy the double wear from Estee Lauder, but you don't want to get the high price tag. The ingredients are quite similar in my humble opinion, but I do found the finish of this one is just a little bit less, what's the word, classic than double wear. Like if you wear double wear, you'll be like, I'm holding in all occasions. If I'm wearing this, I have a self-conscious, I need to check in mirror. It doesn't mean that I need to do a touch up, but the finish is not that, slightly not that high end. I don't want to say this way, but I always feel like feels much more safer using that, but I do really like it. However, I just need to use a little bit more. So instead of usage, go for 30 times. I've got 2 concealers to use 30 times each as well. The Revlon Candid Photo Ready Concealer. This used to be a viral product when it first came out, and then it kind of, no one talked about it anymore. I do think I have quite a lot. I've used a lot of this, but I still have quite a lot. So I just want to use 30 times and see if I'd be able to finish the following year or something like that. It could be a really good one to mix with the Maybelline on the day that you don't want to do a heavy makeup. The other one is one of my favorite back in the days, the Time Bomb Concealer. Like surface may be a little bit dry, but I definitely would like to use it 30 more times to see where it leaves me. I'll try to remember to take some photos, but I might not actually doing it, so well, let's just see. Just wanted to give a bit more love. I don't think I'll heat pan or anything because it's a really big one. We have 7.5 grams in here, and I usually just do it for mainly under eye areas. So, but I do really love it. I don't want to leave it waste and completely dried out. Just need to use it a little bit more. For bronzer, I've got the Emco Beauty Instant Contour Beauty Wand. So this is like a mimic or dupe or inspired by the Charlotte Tilbury one, but so many people are doing this wanding styles these days. This is really good for beginner because it does blend out very nicely, almost a bit too little, too sheer afterwards, although I have the shade medium dark. That is also why I put in another bronzer, another Fenty Beauty bronzer. I had a cream bronzer last year, so this year I decided to put in a powder bronzer. This is their Sunstalkers Shady Beast. I've actually used this. It looks new, but I've used this. However, need to have more love. For blush, I have put in the Revlon Cream Blush. I don't think this one ever exists in the makeup world. I've never seen anyone talking about it. I purchased this one because someone said it can counteract dark circles, you can use it color corrector. I used it a few times for that purpose. It works well, but you know, and then I used it a few times as a cream blush. I remember really loving it, but the longevity is a questionable mark, so I have decided to put it as almost like a self-destruct. If it doesn't really work for me, it will get out of my collection, but if I end up really loving it, then I'll use 30 times and then hopefully give it more life throughout this year and the many futures. For highlighter, I have got the Clinique Cheek Pop Highlighter. This is their Ox Year limited edition. We are not close, but we're probably 6 years away from Ox. Yeah, close to 6 years away. So this was 5-6 years ago. That was a long time ago. And I've used it many times. You can see the nose on the Ox has already got scratches on, but you know, when they're so pretty, I always hold on to it, don't want to use it as much. Nothing wrong with the product, like it's still really good, you can use it, you don't have any trouble, but you know, just to let you know, it's been in my collection for a little while. I've also put in 2 face palettes, or this one says eye palettes as well, to use 30 times. So my idea is to use at least half of the shades 30 times to say it's a goal complete. So for the Too Faced, the Sugar and Peach White Wet and Dry Face and Eye Palette, they are 4 shades here. Oops. To me, they're like blush and highlighter, but you can use it as an eye topper, eyeshadow topper or whatever. So I need to hit 2 shades out of the 4 30 times each, and then I can say I finished this palette and I don't care the rest. Similar thing with the Tarte's Contour Face Palette. This is my first ever high-end face palette because it got like contouring, highlight, contour, brightening, blush, everything in here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have to use 3 out of 6 shades 30 times minimum to saying finish the goal of this one. Now I'm looking at it as a really standard palette. Nothing bad, but it's nothing like wow to me. It is so basic and classic that it just doesn't excite me. So I really need to see if I like it or I want to get rid of these two. They're high end, so usually I'm having trouble letting them go, but this is the time to test it out. I've also got a couple of lippies over here. I put in 3. The first one's definitely a self-destruct. It's the designer brand Platinum Liquid Lipstick. They don't even have a shade name because it's one of the many years ago Christmas edition. So I've labeled it as a shade 01. So I smelled it, it's fine. I need to put it on my lips and try it out. Obviously 30 times usage unless the things go so bad, and even if I didn't hit 30 times by the end of the year, I will get out of my collection. But if it did reach 30 times, then I get to make a decision whether to keep it or let it out of my collection. I know I have a lot, but you know, I need to give myself some room to keep something. Another one from designer brand is the Luminous Lip Gloss. I really do enjoy. It's one of those really juicy, wet lip gloss, but it doesn't feel super sticky and gross. It's really like, you know, the glass skin from the Korean Beauty. It's different to the normal like finish of foundation that we like. This is one of those. Very special, wet, juicy, luminous. Just to me, it's a very yummy lip gloss. I like it so much. And it's a red shade that I pick it out, which I don't often have a lot of these red. I do wanted to give the most love out of it, and now I can say, yep, I gotta use it because it's in my project pan. The last one is a sentimental product. It's the MAC matte lipstick in the shade Chili. My high school friends bought it for me, and this is my very first matte lipstick. I've got dozens now, but I still love this to death. And because it has sentimental reasons, I don't tend to use it, so it needs to be in the collection to use it more. I did forget to say my translucent setting powders and all that. I did put 2 in here for 30 times usage as well. One is It Cosmetics Bye Bye Pore Under Eye Setting Powder. I used it and I like it, and I kind of like just going back and forth. Like recently I've been using the Charlotte Tilbury one, and then because I recently opened it, I just keep using this and I forgot about others. So I need to do some shuffling of shop my stash with you guys as well, so I can rotate all these. But this will be my priority to use for the year of 2025. As well as this one, this is the RCMA Translucent Powder. I'm really so over it with RCMA. It has a beautiful filter when you apply, but it just wears off in the next 3 hours. So I thought once we get into the winter season, well, this is in my project pan, I want at least use the most of in this one. And I still have a lot in that little peppermint bottle, like half of it. So it's gonna be in a long run to actually finish that one, but I'm wanting to get it towards that goal. Speaking of eyeshadows, I have 3 and they're all in No Pan Left Behind Style Plus Project Pan 10 uses, which means I have to use this whole eyeshadow palette at least 10 times with no pans left behind. So every single shadow has to be used at least once. I have this one, the Peri Para, I think this is called Wonderful Rose. It says Wonderful Rose on top. 8 shade shadow palette. This is one of those purple mauvey, very kind of light tone. And then I've got my ABH Modern Renaissance eyeshadow palette. I think I might use it once or twice in my entire life of having it. So again, no pan left behind style. Hopefully I can get some dimp going on, get some usage, get some love. Another one is a self-destruct questionable mark product. This is the W7 Seduced Procative Pressed Pigment Palette. Oh my, it's so flashy. So it is a dupe for the ABH palette as well. If I open up, that you can see. I think this is duping for Self and Sultry. I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong. It's one of their palettes duping. I need to use it, no pen left behind, and 10 times as minimum, just to see if I still want to keep this eyeshadow in my collection. If it's a yes, then obviously I'll rotate for something else. I have a lot of W7 eyeshadows. If it's a no, then I'm very easily just to let this one go, because I was buying a lot of cheap duping ones thinking I'll save my money, and then I used a couple high-ends when I made a bit more money myself. I realized sometimes I just need to save the money and purchase the expensive one. So all in all, I have 6 products to finish, 16 products to hit a usage goal, and 3 products to have no pen left behind, to give myself a total of 25 makeup products to project pen myself in the year of 2025. I might do at least one update. I'm not sure if I'll do so many, because obviously it's hard to hit one go just in a month or 2. So we'll see how we go, but I'll try to check in with you guys frequent enough. And if I was able to, especially with the eyeshadows, doing some rollout, I might do a random generated sort of style. So you might see me insert footage from now and then with me generating. So even my updates might be late, but you'll see those live back in days update when I was doing it. I hope that makes sense. And that is everything I put in for the year of 2025 makeup project pen. Let me know, what do you think? Have you seen some really old product you were like, oh my god, can't believe you're still having them? I know, that is why I'm having this project pen. And if you're doing one yourself, what are you doing? Are you doing some sort of other styles project pen? I will be doing another skincare project pen this year of my travel sizes along with my foil samples. So that will be something, if you're interested, to look out. Maybe consider subscribe to my channel. In the year of 2024 December, we're doing the giveaways every week, so don't forget to participate and check out the community tab, see if you are the winner. There are gonna be much more for the year of 2025. That sounds like something you would like to keep yourself in the loop. Consider subscribe one more time, and I hope you guys all stay safe, stay positive. Thank you so much for all the way watching till now, and I hope you guys spend some lovely time with your friends and families. I'll catch you guys up in my next video. Bye!